I think the overwhelming majority of athletes should be doing dedicated sprint training while in season, and there's a few reasons why I think that's the case. This is not a video where I convince you that you should be sprinting. If you're here, you probably already know that this is a really robust, powerful tool and it makes you a better athlete. Sprinting in the off season to develop your speed is all great, but I see a lot of people neglect their sprint training when they start to get in season, and I think that's a huge mistake. This is kind of a straw man, but a lot of the time I see this is the case because people think they're getting their sprint stimulus from their practices or from their games. And while this can be true in some cases, I really do not think this is the case for the majority of people. If you think about it, this just makes sense. If you're in a game, you're doing a lot of other things that are taking away from your top ability to produce maximal speed. If it's during a practice, you're focused on developing your skills, and the sprinting is just the byproduct of that. So you're not getting the maximal output you should be. So that's why I think you should have at least one day a week where you're still trying to hit max velocity or pretty close to it. And ideally measuring the times of those sprints. And also as a side note, I think this is probably the most accurate proxy for your readiness out of any other thing that people use to measure that, like compared to a vertical jump or a grip dynamometer or whatever people use these days. I don't think your actual sprint workout should be super long or super taxing. A very simple, easy template for this: 24 to 48 hours before a game, do a couple of sprints of 10 to 20 yards. Race somebody else, go from different positions, measure your times. Once you've done a couple with high effort, simply move the distance back a little bit, get closer to 30 yards, and again, race, measure your times, compete with each other. All I need probably have only trained 10 or 15 total minutes. You need to have an extremely robust stimulus. I do stuff like this in my own training, and I feel way better when I just have a sprint within 24, 48 hours, or even the same day of a game, versus just not doing anything at all. It's really night and day different. But that's the basis of my argument. I really do believe most athletes would benefit from sprinting on a weekly basis. It doesn't take much time. It's a really high stimulus, and those are two really good variables to build your physical development around.